Today on our 2019 Keystone Springdale Travel trailer, we're going to be installing Solera's Slide Topper. We'll be installing the 12-foot slider on our travel trailer here, but depending on your Springdale travel trailer's options, you may need a different length. So you'll measure the length of your slide out and pick the appropriate size that'll match. They're available in either black or white, depending on your preference. Now, if you're working on a different trailer, you can use this video as a guide because it's going to install the exact same way. This slide topper extends the entire length of your slide out, hanging off a little bit on each end to prevent any dirt, debris, and moisture from collecting up on top. That dirt, debris, and moisture that collects on top can cause damaging effects on your seals, which may in turn cause leaks inside your trailer. As an added bonus to the protection you're going to get from your slide topper, it also keeps some of the sun's rays from beating down on the top of the slide out, which will help lower the temperatures inside, keeping you cooler. You'll get everything you need to install your slide topper, with the exception of some sealant to ensure that you don't get any moisture leaking inside from your brackets. But you can pick up some butyl tape here at eTrailer.com. You'll begin by installing your awning rail across the top of your slide out. You want to make sure you have at least 3 inches from the top of your slide out here to where you've installed the railing. You'll use the provided button head screws to secure it. These are going to be the shorter ones that come in your kit. Next, you'll install the brackets for the arms that hold the slide out roll. There are going to be several screws you'll need to put in this as well. These are going to be the larger button head screws that come in your kit. Behind this bracket, you also want to make sure you use butyl tape to seal it as well. Now with the next set of hands, we're going to slide our slide topper into the railing here and work it down. It can make it a little easier if you spray some lubricant in there to help it slide on the track, because you don't want it to catch. Now you want to take the hex rod that comes in your kit, slide it into the end here, and then slide that end into our bracket here. And that'll hold it up. Oh, we're far enough. We can come back this way. Making sure that it lines up even on both sides. And we'll put the hex arm in on the other side. And that'll hold it up. The hole for our hex rod is here. We'll slide our end cap in, making sure that the slot faces towards that hole. And we'll use the self-tapping screw that comes included with it to keep it all in place. Now we'll tighten this down. Now, due to it being so close to our trailer, you probably need a small hex ratchet like this in order to tighten it down. Now we want to make sure that it's even on both sides, so we're just going to measure how much sticks out, compare them, and make sure that they're the same. Now that we're even on each side, we'll take the hex head self-tapping screws. We're going to run up into the holes here to keep our rod secure. We'll do that on the other side as well. Now we can remove the spring clips that are holding it nice and tight here on the end. So you can turn the tube some to help relieve the pressure, making it easier to pull the clip out. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Now we want to operate our slide out in and out a few times to make sure that it's coming out and rolling up properly and that it stays centered. Once we've done that, there's a couple of screws we'll need to finally secure the top in, and we'll be ready to go. Now we'll take the small hex head screws that come in our kit, and we need to run it down on the top of our awning rail here into the awning itself to keep it secured in place. We know it's centered now because we've opened it up a few times and verified that it goes back to center, so we want to make sure it stays there. We're going to use a 1/4 inch socket to just run this down. You want to stay within 1 inch of the edge. And that completes our installation of Solera's Slide Topper on our 2019 Keystone Springdale Travel trailer.